he learned a long time ago, it wasn't about for him. It ain't about legacy, it's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he's the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
It gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it.
You know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. And now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition.
Does this man have no shame?
No.
Is he not easy money Mayweather now?
Get that money.
Yeah, get that money.
He'll pick up either 15, 20 mil.
He was a highly respected champion.
Still
He
is.
dominated the sport.
Yes.
Greatest defensive fighter ever. And you're going to stoop to this?
Yep.
Netflix has given Mayweather some financial advances, and we're talking millions of dollars. I don't know exactly, but when I threw out a figure, they said it's even higher than what I threw out. I threw out multiple millions of dollars. That Netflix has provided some money. That Floyd apparently has taken the contracts that he's had and has gone to a lender and said, look, I'm going to be earning all of this money. Here's the signed contract proving so. And then that the lender has given him some cash up front based on that as well. So he's basically taken these numerous advances on the earnings that he's going to take. And
it's just the truth. Floyd is so badly hurting for money that this is the stuff he's doing. Knowingly signing contracts for a pro fight just to go and publicly undermine it while taking a cash advance.
I mean, whether you're flying on private jets or you're staying at first-class hotels or you're, buying expensive jewelry and cars and bags and you name it.
Netflix is reportedly taking legal action against Floyd Mayweather Jr. after allegations that he backed out of a scheduled fight with Manny Pacquiao. As per journalist Lance Premier, Mayweather had already been paid multi-million-dollar advances, so his unexpected exit could place him in serious legal trouble.
Earnings that he's going to take. And look, as we look at this situation, guys, it strikes me that we know how precious Floyd's O is on his record. He's 50-0, unbelievable career. Congratulations on everything you've accomplished. But he's also, it appears to be in financial straits. And the two great loves of his life, money and that zero, are conflicting with each other right now. And he's in a pickle. He's in dire straits, so to speak. And how this exactly is going to play out, you would imagine that Floyd Mayweather will come to his senses and say, look, I have no choice but to participate in this fight. I've got to be at my best and win this fight to keep.
The Fight Hype tweeted that the fight is no longer happening and claimed they have all the receipts, but said they won't reveal anything until the day ends to avoid making it seem like a joke. The post also questioned who gave Ian their number and why he is calling, suggesting he should focus more on reaching the person allegedly scamming him. The message suggests they have evidence but are holding back before sharing further details. Wade Pliman added that the Daisy and Logan Paul fight situations are clear examples, and if Floyd Mayweather Jr. tries to scam Netflix in a similar manner, he could face legal action.
That they pay him some insane amount of money or he wasn't going to fight Deji while he was at the venue. And they wanted to change gloves and do all this stuff. And I think they actually did it. They paid Floyd to do it. And I've seen this with a bunch of his exhibitions. And obviously we know about the Logan Paul situation, how Floyd shopped his fight to a different company after essentially scamming royalty like Prince whoever in Dubai and stole his money. This is insane. Now he's trying to do it to Netflix. Oh yeah, he's 100% about to get sued because Team Pacquiao says Floyd Mayweather signed 3 contractual agreements for a professional fight against Pacquiao. 3 separate agreements. They also claim Floyd Mayweather has been paid for signing these 3 agreements and has also taken out a cash advance payment on his purse for the fight. They also say Floyd Mayweather is officially in breach of contract for publicly stating that
No Smoke Boxing posted on X that Manny Pacquiao has cautioned Floyd Mayweather Jr. that he could run into serious problems with Netflix promoters and sponsors if he tries to withdraw from their signed September rematch. The statement highlights rising tensions around the contract and the potential consequences linked to it. At the same time, Teddy Atlas said that Floyd Mayweather's gambling habits and heavy spending were key factors in him losing a significant portion of his wealth over the years.
As I said earlier, so I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, you know, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden, it was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Stephen Espinoza was named, he ran shows.
Joe Rogan noted that Floyd Mayweather Jr. stayed the biggest name in boxing for over 10 years. He also mentioned that bad financial decisions and not adjusting over time led to preventable long-term money problems.
Spends money like it's a tap, like he's got a tap, just like unlimited amount of money. Money's just flowing. And even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made as much, if not more money than any boxer ever, like there's all these lawsuits, like he hasn't been paying things, and he owes money on this and owes money on that, and it's like, and then he's got to come out of retirement.
Tasha K explains that even though Floyd Mayweather Jr. often seems extremely wealthy, the situation can be more complex, as huge earnings don't always guarantee financial stability due to hidden debts, obligations, and continuous expenses.
Oldest in the book, y'all. Y'all know when y'all see somebody flogging money everywhere, they got this, they got that, they got this. Was it Gervonta Davis told us 2 years ago that the reason they held Floyd Mayweather, you can put it back on the screen, captain in Dubai, is because he had owed them money and they wouldn't release him until he announced the fight to give them their money back. You know they do that over there in Dubai, right? You ain't going nowhere if you owe a debt. He was trapped over there for almost 2 months, according to Gervonta. They shared the same manager, Al Layman, who collected money in cash because Floyd Mayweather gave him a power of attorney to do so. And so when Floyd went down there and sued Showtime, he's suing Showtime, the company, the network, that publicizes these.
Analyst Fannin said the controversy began when Floyd Mayweather Jr. accepted an advance payment from Manny Pacquiao's side. He clarified that the money was not just an expression of interest or a basic deposit, but was provided with the understanding that Mayweather had agreed to participate in an official professional fight. According to him, once the payment was taken, the expectation was that the bout would move forward as a sanctioned contest. Fannin added that any uncertainty about the fight status became Mayweather's responsibility after receiving the advance.
Pacquiao's people took an advance, right, which is money, against the fight with Manny. Watch this. He took an advance in that fight. He said, okay, I'll fight Manny, but I need an advance. After he got the advance, to my understanding, there then became an issue of whether or not the fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd would be an exhibition or whether it would be a real fight. Now, let me tell you why there's a value in that for Manny Pacquiao. Because Manny Pacquiao wants to get his get back in the ring, a real fight with Floyd. He also, for Floyd, what's at risk is his undefeated record, because Manny Pacquiao has been a relatively active fighter, more active than Floyd has against actual world-class fighters. That's not what Floyd's been doing. Now, after the deal is done, now there's a debate or an issue about whether it's going to be an exhibition or whether it is going to be a...
Before that point, the agreement was based on the understanding that both camps were fully aligned on the nature of the event. However, once doubts were raised about the fight's legitimacy, responsibility no longer rested on Manny Pacquiao's team, as they had already fulfilled their side by providing the financial guarantee. He further noted that this shift created a major issue for Pacquiao. who entered the agreement expecting the benefits of a fully sanctioned bout, including official recognition, financial rewards, and the competitive significance of the matchup. If those expectations are not met, Pacquiao's side is left without what was originally negotiated, turning the situation into a serious contractual dispute.
After he got the advance. So if he got an advance, he put money in his pocket that he needed in his pocket. And then after that, he's gonna switch up and say, no, I don't wanna have an exhibition. I don't wanna have a real fight, I wanna have an exhibition. And as a result, he's depriving Manny Pacquiao of the benefit of the bargain that Manny gave him when he got that advance. Because the advance is there because Manny agreed, assuming that it was gonna be a real fight and not an exhibition, because there's no reason between these two guys to have an exhibition for 3 rounds and waste a bunch of people's money where there's nothing on the line, which means Manny can't get his get back and Floyd keeps his 50-0. So it looks like Floyd's trying to get slick and
50 Cent had already warned about this situation years earlier, suggesting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. could eventually face financial difficulties due to his spending habits. He stated that this was not a random prediction, but something already visible in Floyd's lifestyle choices at the time. According to him, Mayweather's constant luxury purchases, extravagant lifestyle, and expensive habits would gradually reduce his wealth regardless of how much he earned. 50 Cent stressed that making huge amounts of money does not guarantee long-term financial security if it is not managed properly. In his view, Floyd's cycle of high earnings and heavy spending would eventually catch up with him.